Hello, I'm Todd Clemens, Okeechobee Livestock Market, and here is your weekly market report. We hope everybody had a nice Labor Day. We were off Monday. We had the Pete Clemens Memorial Rodeo at the old historic, one-of-a-kind, last-of-its-kind rodeo arena here in Okeechobee. There's two things that set Okeechobee apart from most towns. We have an old rodeo arena and we have a livestock market. So that's pretty unique, and we're proud of that, and we hope it stays that way. So we do not discourage growth, but we encourage growth of the right kind and be responsible. We need to keep our green space, and we need to keep our cows. Cows help hold the land together, help with open natural spaces for green grass and trees that produce oxygen and help replenish the environment. So we're proud of that. We're proud of who we are and where we came from. So hope you had a good Labor Day. We're back at it. We had a big sale here Tuesday, over 2,000, close to 2,200 head, which is a really big run for this day and time. Back 30 years ago or 40 years ago, way back there, we'd have 2,000 on Monday and 3,500 on Tuesday, and that was not uncommon from June all the way through to the end of the year. There were a lot of cattle in Florida back then in those days, and there's just not that many anymore, but to have over 2,000 head on a sale is a lot. And I know we had to play catch up because last week we only had the one sale due to the hurricane. And by the way, it did cause some damage up in North Florida, and our friends and part of our family, market family friends, Ab Townsend and them up there at Madison, Townsend Stockyard, they got hit pretty good, and they're going to be closed down for a couple weeks. They're well liked and loved by everybody in that part of the world up in the panhandle of Florida, and they've got all kinds of help and a lot of resources, but it's just going to take them time to work through it, and we all know what that's like when we've been through these storms down here in South Florida, and it's no fun. You just feel like you've been in a war zone and just kind of wandering around for a day or two trying to figure out what's going on. But those people will roll their sleeves up and they'll get to work and they'll have it all put back together. But bear with them and do what you can to help those people up there get everything put back in order. With only 7 markets left in the whole state, it's hard to see one of your friends, even though we are in competition, but we're just a group of guys that are doing the same thing, and we need to pull together, and we hope the best for them up there. Here we had 40% of the volume of our sale yesterday were slaughter class animals. I think that was around 800 head of cows and bulls, which is extremely large, and it's been that way for the last few weeks. And in light of the volume, these prices are holding up extraordinarily well. Cows are even about, I would say, $4 higher than last week. We didn't have a sale last Tuesday to compare it to, but we saw cows bringing well over $1.15. And even thinner, medium kind of cows are bringing in the 90s. So that's good. And these big bulls weighing 1,800 pounds or better are bringing $1.25 to $1.30. And then we saw the feeder calves, especially in the 400 to 500 pound weight range, really take a spurt. Those calves weighing around 450 were bumping $3. And that's a lot for a little calf. And it looks like these guys are wanting these lighter weight calves. I think they're kind of timing the market, because indications are that the further into this year we go, there's just going to be less of an inventory, and these little calves are going to be coming out and being mature later next year when the demand really is going to be high. So I think these guys have got it figured out, as long as they can find somewhere that has some grass, because a lot of the country is still in a drought condition, and cows are even being sold off now as we speak because of drought, which in Florida we don't experience that much, but they do in other parts of the country. So I think this thing is really going to stay good for a while. Numbers are down, inventory's down, and prices are high because meat's selling at a high price and it's still moving. You know, I don't know where the resistance point is, where the level of resistance will be. Is it going to be at $3.50 on these box beef prices? It could be $3.50 or it could be even $4. I don't know. But right now it's about $3.20 and people are still buying it. So it's relatively, I guess, food is still a small percentage of most people's income and is still affordable for the most part. And you know, people like to eat beef, and I'm sure they did a lot of grilling out this weekend for Labor Day, burgers and steaks on the grill, and they're trying to replenish these supplies to get them back filled up into the stores. So this demand's going to be good for a while, and I think we're going to be back on track to have 2 sales next Monday and Tuesday. We'll be back in business as usual and as normal, and I would think we would have 2 pretty big runs Monday and Tuesday, trying to catch up from a couple of days being down. So if you know you're going to bring cattle in and you need us to hold you a number, give us a call and we can reserve you a lot number. Just let us know you're coming and let us know what you're going to have, and we can take care of that for you. Tomorrow, if you want to go online to a producer's cattle auction, you can watch or you can participate in the Rio Ranch Dispersal Cow Sale, and that's going to be at 10 a.m. Eastern Time on producerscattleauction.com. You go to our website, you can log in as guest, GUEST, and you can watch the sale. You will not be able to participate, but you can watch the sale and see how things operate with producers. And it's pretty slick. But if you're interested in buying some cattle and you want to bid on there, you need to get a hold of us really quick, because we'll need to do a kind of a background check on your credit references and get you cleared to buy. And we'll issue you a login and password after clearing you with your bank and all your information so that you can buy cattle on Producer's Cattle Auction. It's not that complicated, so if you're interested in some good cows that's going to be for sale tomorrow, check us out. Our top prices for the week were B&J Cattle from Bunnell, Florida. That's Bill and Johnny. They sent a semi-load of cattle in here. It's a partnership. 2 guys up there. They had a little old calf, weighed 260 pounds. It brought $3.65 a pound. Do the math. That's just shy of $1,000 for a little calf. That calf was bought by DNS. And on the slaughter cow side, we had a new customer. First time they've sold with us, and they topped the cow market. That's Nava Santiago from Fort Pierce. You topped the cow market with a 1,240 pound cow that brought $1.20, and she was bought by Cargill. That's your market report. Thank you.